Hi everyone, this is Kavita with Wednesday Wisdom, and I wanted to talk to you today about something that I've heard a lot in my practice and I really thought about in my own life. And that has to do with how to really make change. So, collecting information is something that's completely available to all of us. You can listen to podcasts, you can listen to this Facebook Live video, and many others. You can read books, you can take online courses. There are so many ways in this information age, as they call it, for us to be able to learn. And I love learning, so I've done all of those things and I continue to do those things. And what I wanted to talk to you today was what is actually going to cause you to make real changes in your life. And so that key is actually taking action. And taking the action, even if it's baby steps, which is actually what I recommend, is what is going to make real changes in your life. So when you gather this information, instead of staying in your head and thinking about it and processing it and really what am I going to do next and all of that, really taking a moment and thinking about how you're going to take action. What are you going to do? What's the first baby step that you're going to take to actually take action today? So for instance, I have people that are interested. They come to me because their health is suffering. Hi, Carrie. I see Carrie on. So I see people whose who's suffering, and they're like, "Well, I read this and I took this class, and they may have taken a little bit of an action for a short period of time, but it wasn't consistent." So that's the other key that I want to talk about is taking baby steps, consistent action, and making sure that it is consistent. And so some of the ways to do that is, of course, to hire someone like me, hire a coach to help you make those changes. And when you experience blocks to those changes, then I can support you, or the person you hire can support you to move through those blocks. And then you take the next action step and the next action step. And before you know it, you've come from here to here. And you've done it in a slow, incremental, but it is happening. Maybe you barely even notice that change happening in your life. So that's what I recommend, and that's one of the things that is a real key that I see missing for a lot of people is, yes, we gather information, we listen to podcasts, we listen to Facebook Lives, we take courses, and we do all the things. And sometimes that feels like we're doing something, and that may be the initial step. And really what's missing is actually taking the action and moving forward. And so and then taking consistent action and being consistently baby steps. So for instance, some people will say, I want to lose like 20 pounds and I'm going to not eat any bread or carbohydrates ever. And that lasts for however long you can deal with it. Not having carbohydrates, right? So 2 weeks, 2 months, whatever that is for you. And then after that, what happens? You go back to your old habits. But what if you said, I'm going to replace my morning meal that has a lot of carbohydrates, instead of having cereal, I'm going to have some eggs in the morning. And I'm going to come up with 2 different or 3 different breakfasts for myself that are more high protein. And I'm going to do that now for the next 2 to 3 weeks and see how that goes. And then you looked at your snacks. And then you looked at your lunch and see how that slow changes are more consistent, because now you've changed how you eat. So if you're interested in having the support that I described to make the changes that you need in your life, I would love to talk to you. I will put a link below to apply for a complimentary clarity session. And also I have a newsletter, and I have this free 5-day video course on creating abundance in your life. And so I'd love for you to receive that. You can go to my website, which I'll also put a link below, and opt in to receive my monthly newsletter, which comes with tips and tricks to live your best life. So I look forward to connecting and seeing you next week for Wednesday Wisdom. Have a great week.